What if I told you the Kenyan government just handed out 220 million shillings, but nearly half the country thinks the rules are rigged? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover who got the cash, who got left out, and the shocking survey that reveals a nation divided over youth opportunity. Meet the 8,820 young Kenyans from Siaya, Kisumu, and Homa Bay. They just received a massive injection of hope. But here's the twist. A new national survey says the very program designed to help them might be failing from the start. President William Ruto presided over the disbursement of 220 shillings million in NYOTA Fund business startup capital at the Jomo Kenyatta International Stadium in Kisumu. He called it a deliberate, nationwide agenda to unlock opportunity. He described Kenya's youth as a generation in motion, impatient for opportunity, and ready for responsibility. He argued they've outgrown the tired mathematics of tribe and yesterday's politics. They refuse to be reduced to numbers on a ballot sheet, he said. The promise is huge. But here's what nobody's talking about: the growing wave of discontent bubbling beneath the surface of the celebration. A new national survey by InfoTrack Research has dropped a bombshell. It shows that 46% of Kenyans aware of the NYOTA Fund say the program's eligibility criteria are unfair. That's nearly half the nation. The criteria include factors like age, education level, and verification procedures. Only 44% consider the criteria fair. The remaining 10% are unsure. This highlights a widespread cloud of uncertainty and dissatisfaction hanging over who actually qualifies. And then, something even more revealing happened. The survey found these concerns cut across all regions and age groups. This isn't a problem for just one part of Kenya or one generation. It's a national issue. The findings indicate a painful reality. Many potential beneficiaries feel excluded. They believe they meet the core objectives of supporting unemployed youth and aspiring entrepreneurs, but the system's gates remain closed. Here's the part that will blow your mind. At the same time as this massive cash distribution, 19% of respondents say the 50,000 shillings startup grant is simply too small. They argue it's not enough to have a real economic impact on a new business. So we have a dual crisis: perceived unfair access and questions about the size of the support. President Ruto urged young people to step forward and claim openings through NYOTA, digital jobs, affordable housing, and bilateral labor agreements. But the data suggests a significant trust gap. The government sees a structured agenda. Many young Kenyans see another system where the rules might work against them. This creates a seismic tension. On one hand, you have 8,820 beneficiaries with fresh capital and hope. On the other, you have a survey painting a picture of doubt and exclusion for countless others. The implications are huge for Kenya's future. If a flagship youth program is viewed as unfair by nearly half the population, what does that say about social cohesion? Some say this is a bold step towards economic empowerment. Others see a program with flawed foundations. The controversy is clear. But the biggest unanswered question remains: can a program succeed if so many people don't believe in its fairness from the start? Do you think the NYOTA Fund's criteria are fair, or is the survey right to highlight these concerns? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news on the policies shaping Kenya's future.